Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Crafter with Necro and Cortex here playing the game for your amusement. So, the game has come a long way. There has been like one update and an patchwork or a patchwork or bug finding or whatever you want to call it on set update in question. Which means that now not only do we now have amphibians available, ergo frogs and the like, but there's also a trading system because apparently even though we were not supposed to contact anyone out there in the galaxy, there is someone who is capable of being reached, and I don't think it's Riley. I don't know actually. So we have an entire new system to check out, and let's just first of all check if my save still works, because that is kind of the bread and butter of this entire endeavor. Okay, good. Let's just give it a moment, not touching the keyboard, let it update its reach amphibian stage. Oh, cool, they now have a picture for it. Last time I think it was just a star. The game looks like itself. Welcome back to my planet. It's my planet. No one else's. Doesn't belong to anyone else. Only me. Oh, we have the bees flying around. How adorable. Actually, one thing that passed me up. Just gonna do that right away because I know I wanna do it. God damn it, give me an iron. I need some iron. So another thing they also updated on top of adding all that was they tweaked the drones, so now the drones will actually work correctly rather than just messing around. And I also automated a lot of other stuff in here, which is why we now have this one, which will continuously produce super metal or super material as long as it gets the resources for it. Currently I have run into some kind of shortcut somewhere or some kind of short supply somewhere. I'm actually not sure which. That's aluminium. We'll run out of aluminium for it, I guess. Right? That's the one that's lacking, right? No, it's because I haven't connected it to the grid. I need a piece of iron because then I could just automate my beehive so it would just continuously produce more and more honey. Forever, never, 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 never. Just need a box. Actually, I should almost have put it inside, but I'm not going to. But I am going to be a bit lazy and put it right up somewhere. Nope. Guess it has to be indoor. Where would the best place be to put a box? I guess actually that might actually be the nicest place. Well, it's not a nice place, but it's the nicest place available, I guess. Yeah, that's good enough. Sugar. Wait a minute, is that a circuit board just laying on the ground? That's very unhealthy for you, man. Farts. I'm being very creative and very mature with my names, it seems. Definitely not just call them whatever, whenever. So let's get back indoor and do the usual procedures. We're going to take some STCs and test if there's anything new the game has to introduce me to. No, they didn't add anything. God damn it. So I have all of those chips, but they do nothing. That rock wasn't there before. And it still isn't because the entire area out here is just flat, but maybe there's something to this and this. That's definitely an area we have to go explore, and we can do that very, very quickly because my teleportation device is still around. So we're going to explore before we do anything else, and then we'll head out and let's just see. We have food and water, so we'll be fine. That also gives me a chance to have another look at this wreck, because this wreck might still contain some resources that I missed out on, or one reason or another didn't get last time. It was after all I somehow got flipped around just by entering it. It was after all a huge wreck with a lot of staircases and a lot of levels, and chances are they are implementing something new, or I missed out on something. Just sweeping from the left and then overwards, but I guess that doesn't really make sense unless you guys had an overview of what exactly I was doing, and through the magical of editing all this will just disappear. Anyways. Likely. Hopefully. Cut it out, I sound stupid like a fucking moron. We have farts. Don't want that. Well, nitrogen. It's not methane gas, it's nitrogen. Seems like I've already been here as well. Nothing new, I couldn't live without. Freaking plants, but, well, I have a surplus of freaking plants. Well, it's not even plants, it's plant seeds. It's flower cum, basically. So we have all these different ships, but they're all in the exact same style, apparently. Or decor style. There's like no variation between them. I mean, this is a beautiful game, but I do sometimes feel like they have just taken whatever and done whatever with whatever. Yeah, we've already been there. Okay. I guess I've already been around the entire ship then. Nothing else to report, nothing else to add. Alright. Well, it might not even be a ship. It might actually have been built way after they landed here. And for trying to survive. Gonna empty the inventory. Empty the inventory of the new rockets I had. And then move out to check out that big rock out in the distance. Because chances are that one has something of value. Where the hell did all my rods go? Now, I was thinking about something else that was very important. And that was looking at the rock after I emptied my inventory. That's how it was. Sometimes I have to catch up to my own thought process for some reason. It's very awkward, very annoying. This one has also been upgraded, so now we get all the rocket engines. Now we have all the rocket engines we would ever need. Sputnik, that should actually have been renamed to, what's it called? The Soviet Voyage thing. Let me actually just Google that up. It was called something specific. I believe it was Venera 14, which was the first vessel that successfully landed on Venus. So I'm gonna call it that one. And 13 technically also landed there, but it died or something along those lines. It's a very hostile environment on Venus, after all. Yeah, we're heading out to that rock, going around it. Not that I think there is something there, but chances are there might be something there. And then we'll see. Well, not we can do after that. Then we can have a look at all the trading post stuff. There's the rock. There's a fucking ocean out here now. Wow. So the next thing will basically be me starting to build stuff like ships almost. Well, boats like me. There's not enough water here to sail with a ship. On this planet, not yet at least. Okay, there is a bit of a catch though. It's out in the yellow area, which is first of all very scary for me. Second of all, it means you're not supposed to be here. There's probably an invisible map at some point. Either that or there's a jump scare to turn you around, or you pass out or something. To be fair, it was at the very edge of the map. But this has already paid off. We have realized that there's water here. Nope. Invisible wall, can't go around it. Unless I can actually go around it, but just can't go into it. Nope, invisible wall. We can't go out there. Tell you what I am gonna do. I'm gonna walk around, or trip around this, well, the waterfall, springfall, whatever it might be, geyser, whatever you want to call it. Because last time I did that, I did find one of those golden chests that we have only seen in the very beginning. I think it was like the 4th episode or something like that, where I started hunting all the chests. And they really contributed something to my adventure out here. They were great. To be fair, back then there was only so much stuff out here. Now there's everything everywhere. I could actually put down the circuit boards and then hook them up to the grid, so if I ever use it. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Because then I just leave it in there. I don't bother with doing anything out of it. I just leave it. And put down this one. I mean, I have more than I will ever need. Than I will need anytime soon, at least. Unless there like comes something that heavily demands it, which means which reminds me, I haven't even checked out the tech tree yet, if it has developed itself. Yes, that's the next thing we'll do before we start building all kinds of weird contraptions that's going to get ourselves killed and going to invent artificial intelligence. The pressure has not changed, but I can't even have this one, though it is almost around the corner, at least compared to what I already have. This one is still the same, nuclear fusion generator. Not fission, fusion. That one has not changed at all, still ongoing, still making fish, even though that's kind of just a background thing. It's not something I want to invest in, because fish are apparently complicated to get the optimal result. I don't know how many times I walked back and forth without anything getting out of it. Tier 4 mutagen. Frog eggs! Oh cool, so let's build a farm, I guess. Larvae, fertilizer, and water bottle. Just one water bottle, that'll be enough for the entire thing. Do we even have fertilizer? I do! Great! We'll start off with just one, but I am going to set this one to build fertilizer then, because no, because that seems to be a reoccurring thing that I need a lot of. Well, it kind of, everything else in this apartment starts with fertilizer, it seems, so just gonna build a bunch of it. Oh, it even took, that's cool, it even takes from these. That's some degree of cool, at least. We're going out here, building a farm. I need a larvae, which you kind of just find around. I don't think there's a way to grow, at least not the good ones. Just a common larvae, right? Yes. It's also only a tier 1 anyway, so it's not even called tier 1, it's just called farm. It isn't specified at all what it actually does. We have a lot of trees around for some reason. I have actually been thinking whether or not I should just take down all my trees and then rebuild it all. Or take down all my tree spreaders and then just actually spread them out there instead of making a freaking rainforest in front of my goddamn home so I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Where's the amphibian plant? Here it is. Alright. It's very level to the ground. Wow. It's almost beautiful, but why the fuck would they need this when we have this area? Oh well. It definitely needs some kind of eggs. But it's likely more complicated than just eggs. There's definitely going to be more to it. Not exactly what I had in mind, babe, but okay, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for being stupid, for not understanding me. Eggplants! It also needs algae, I forgot. It needs algae. Algaes. Lots of algaes. Lots and lots and lots of algaes to do its thing. I don't think there's any way to include algaes in the logistics system. So all I can really just do with them is just take a lot of them, fill an entire closet up with them, and then just have a go at it. Did you know algae accumulate approximately half of the oxygen we have on Earth? Or generate half of the oxygen we have on Earth, approximately? Yeah. So you can feel perfectly fine every time you chop down a tree, because they're not gonna help you anyways. How to make amphibians? Well, in real life you take a mommy amphibian, you take a daddy amphibian, and then you take the dead body and then you make roadkill. I think. That sounds very accurate. That sounds very biologically sound. Right? That's how it works. Right? I don't fucking know. Make frogs. Frog eggs. Yes, please. I can't read that from here. What the fuck does it say? First of all, it does require tier 4 mutagen, which I do not have to make. But you basically find them out there wherever there's a pond or a small body of water, I guess. Either that or you make them in a manner I didn't quite understand. So, where do I have small bodies of water? It's really the question I should ask myself. And now that we're at it, let's actually just check. Maybe there is a new rocket available. It has happened before, after all. Don't think there will be, but hey. Hey! Rockets. Drone visualization. Map info. Satellite, 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 satellite. Phallic looking seed spreader. Plant rocket. Alright. No new rocket. So what I basically have to do to make those frogs is to find small bodies of water. And then, I don't know, kidnap them, eat them, lick their backs for funny effects. I don't know, I'm just here, man. The problem is, I don't know if I'm actually doing it wrong. Maybe this doesn't count as a pond because it's so big. It's so huge, enormous, and massive. I don't know what noise I just made. That's a larvae that's going underwater. I wonder if I could actually take the regular cobalt off this planet and turn it into cobalt 60. Just for dramatic effect. And just to see what kind of influence it would have on the wildlife here. Why does everything have to turn into bloody damn trees out here? I'm starting to think that I'm not doing this right. Maybe they don't occur naturally. Maybe I do have to at least make one and then it will multiply into several. And that's not how I understood the freaking thing. Nope. Nope. No frogs here. This one might be too big to be considered a freaking pond. But it is ideal for these freaking animals or amphibians because there's all kind of, well, larvae around they could eat. Right? They are carnivores after all. Yeah, you don't murder another creature and eat it and then not call yourself a carnivore. Even though that thing is just a bug. Well, I say just a bug. Bugs probably have significance after all. It was the state we started with. I'm actually curious, we started with bugs, not just cellulars or, well, bacterial levels. That's a rock. I don't know why the hell I was amazed by a rock. For some reason I was amazed by a rock. It was a good rock, it was a pet rock. I guess I was back in the 70s where only that could exist. Well, which was the only era where that could exist. I don't know how to words. Right, let me just have another look at the wiki then. Let me just see here. Frog eggs. Frogs can be found at the side of pond or crafted in recipe using the incubator. Ponds will spawn in the world. Once the amphibians stay in the streets, they are generally found in the green areas near, but not in, bodies of water. The waterfall. Okay, so one of the many places, which does not include the one I was just at apparently, is the waterfall. The waterfall is apparently where they're supposed to be. Yes. We were just at the waterfall, but that's another chance for me to look at the waterfall because the waterfall is pretty, I guess. To the waterfall and away! Yes, I did it. Now, green areas. So ergo, it shouldn't be right here where I'm at right now, but maybe over there. Near bodies of water. Yes. How much coastline does this planet have at this point? It's still a planet of sand, just saying. It's not... The fuck? Why is that tree so dense? It's not even a tree, it's a fucking plant. Why is that plant so dense? We're looking for something red. I feel like there's so many more trees here than there should be. let's just go back up here. Not that of course there's not gonna be a freaking frog up here, but this was the newest area. This was kind of the after edit of the last episode, so maybe there's something of worth up here. Yeah, you can't fool me, that rock wasn't there before. Too bad it's an invisible wall rather than just a natural barrier to keep me out. Wow. And here it was, but nothing. Now it says near green biomes. This just isn't very green, not in itself at least. Also, there was one hell of a jump. Why didn't I just shout cannonball all the way? Supposedly they will appear here. Not in the bodies of water, near the bodies of water. This isn't very green, but hey! It says the waterfall. This is the only waterfall I can think of in the game. For now. Hello? Frogs? Maybe there's something like I have to be very quiet when I approach them or something like that, or they hide in the water whenever I approach. I fell through a rock, help! Wait, I haven't seen this before. Is this a canyon? Or is it just a hole through? Did I find a secret? Well, I did find an area I haven't been in before. I wonder what this is. Let me just... All of this has no value, but I'm gonna take it anyways because then I can break it down for resources. Ah, here's something. So I did find someone's secret. Well, nothing else to this. Let's check the message before a storm decides that we shouldn't be alive. What was supposed to be a fun, relaxing time turned into a nightmare. 5-year space cruise across the lesser-known parts of the universe. Unfortunately, our stupid crew was not able to respond to the seemingly minor incident, and here we are buried. The few bodies we were able to retrieve from the burning wreck. What will happen to us now? Most certainly be similar. We are heading west. No one can survive. Would say a few days at most. I'm presuming they mean they're referring to the rock right behind them. And this was approximately 10 years ago. A clue. Oh my. I'm not exactly geared for an expedition right now. But west of here, so they are way over there now. Well, went in that direction. Well now. Let me just drink some of the water, at least if I can. And finish my search around here, and then we just go straight west from here. I'm amazed they did have a compass though. And just saying, if survival is that dire for you already, you might not wanna bury the bodies. Let's not. These were people 10 years ago. I shouldn't point fingers. Just curious. Yeah, that person clearly was upset enough, so that person was not injured or anything else important. What the wow. If it wasn't because it was so ugly, I would say it's pretty. Right. If I don't find any at this pond, we will just go back to, or go west. See if we find anyone. Not that I think we find anyone, but chances are maybe I can find a clue, because you have to remember, when those people got here, this was just sand. This entire planet was nothing but sand and a few resources. There was no water, there was no atmosphere, there was no wind, no blue sky, nothing. And now I have terraformed this as something that at least looks somewhere in between Mars and, well, Earth, really. Alright, there was nothing. No luck whatsoever. So what we're doing now is we're just heading straight west. Straight west. Until we either hit something familiar or we see something new. I didn't bring the... I should empty my inventory first though. There's something here. Right here. There's something right here. That's a lamp. God damn it. This is where I would normally build a solar panel and then come back and check later, but oh well, I guess not. Alright, we're going back. Emptying ourselves. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna break down the teleporter and take it with us, take the resources with us. Perhaps gonna bring the resources to build a solar panel, not because of the energy, but because we have stuff in it. We can also break down all these because they don't really have value. Let me just do that. Iron maxilli. Okay. Iron. Maxilli. I don't need Titan. No, I don't need Titan for that. Good. And then one piece of... And then I would be able to build it. Yes, good. Because then we go out there, build it, and then we head west from there, because then I have the area highlighted if there is some kind of future update where suddenly there is something actually there, and I will be easily able to locate the area. There we go. It's never been so easy to have a surplus of super alloy. Well, super material. Except for when I just started and I was basically laying all over the canyons and such. Let's actually just get some sugar before we go. Don't copy strike me. I just wanna play the song. Na 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 all day long. Alright, yes. Portal. Away! Now I'm actually caught between letting this teleporter stay or not, but I'm gonna let it stay for now. And then I'm gonna fly west till I find something of note. Actually, let me just find the area. I only hear it when I go one way. Here. Right here. There might be something in the future. There we go. Yes, definitely ideal with the sun over there. Well, that's actually not guaranteed, but I'm presuming it's over there. It might as well actually be one of those, for all I know. I don't know. It's a foreign planet, I shouldn't really apply Earth logic to it. It still annoys me because I actually don't have a map. A handheld map. And now that I think about it, an ideal place for those frogs to be, or amphibians to be, would actually also be up there at Crash Site Alpha. Because at Crash Site Alpha there's green, there's definitely hot because a non-existent meteor once lived there. Ooh. And there's water. I don't know if there are larvae though. Uh-oh. I honestly don't only think they hit my base. I don't think they hit where I am. This is a weak flashlight. Now, let's just save here because we are about to explore something that I haven't noticed before. Which is a rock. And well, if I know this game and I know how it usually goes with new stuff, you can fall through and walk through the rocks. Let's just have the breaking tool out in case there's a secret entrance, as we have seen before. Yeah, we just walk straight through a rock. But that's at least a good way to confirm there's nothing inside the rock. Maybe it's on the rock. Maybe it's like Scots whiskey served on the rocks. I've never understood what the hell those 3 red markings are on my goddamn device. But they always been there, I think. Wow. See, the air is just blowing at me. It's not even doing anything this time around. They put goddamn plants on my meteor site Alpha. If it wasn't because it was so pretty, I would be offended. But maybe I planted them there. Wait. What? Okay, that doesn't work anymore. Oh, wait, I was holding out a freaking sledgehammer and asked the door to open. I don't think there's anything new in here, but I am going to have a look around. I don't exactly risk anything by doing it. Can I build in here? I can, so if I can do that, I will build this at the entrance. Go back to the entrance, build an allo chest, or a chest, hook it up to the supply grid, and request allo, or give out aluminium from it. Actually, we're gonna go up, all the way up, and then do it. Why did they decide to go so far on the ground though? It's a bit beyond me. Hook it up to the supply. This one supplies aluminium, priority 1, and city. And now the drone should come pick all that up by the time I get back up here. Oh! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. More allo. It's always welcome, I guess. More allo. And I never concluded whether or not that was actually a real material. These eggs can fuck right off. But it wasn't because they were so pretty, I wouldn't even bother. Wow. I could have let them out as a crumb trail. Not cum trail. Crumb trail. Ooh. Pulsar quartz. I don't even think that was in the game last time I visited this area. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Why did you need to go so far on the ground? Like, what drove you so far on the ground? Like, what was wrong with just the top layer? Is it because of natural heating? Here? Up here? That would definitely be one reason to go so far on the ground. You have natural heating. Well, geothermal heating, I guess, but yeah, natural heating. Yeah, they did indeed take it. Good. So if I do like this and this, that should definitely also get back sooner or later. Might as well throw these in for good measure. And these. Then we need... And we need circuit boards. And we need engines. Yes. Oh, and quartz. Can't forget quartz. Quartz. There we go. Yes. It's perfect. Okay, so those guys had nothing to do with this shelter. But this might be a good place to also find amphibians, so let's just have a look around before we go too far. Hello, box. You have nothing. Well, of value. Except for the box itself. It's actually kind of belittling or kind of mean when I just say you have nothing of value to a box, even though they clearly hold things. Kind of evil of me. Oh well. I'm sure they will either forgive me or don't know because it's a box. Why am I trying to apologize to a freaking box for saying that it's a hollow waste of empty space? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Ooh. No. Oh. I found you! Yay! I can drink the water you guys are in. God damn it, now there's no storm on us. I'm gonna presume that I only need one. Let's see if there's more. There's more. Good. It did take a lot of effort though to get here. But yay! I managed to find frogs! Yay! Frogs! I don't know what the name is of that guy who said that at some point and someone made a song out of it, and I'm gonna be honest, I honestly thought he was a comedian for the first many years because of the outrage. Nope, turns out he was sincere. Alright, we found our way back to the rock we were at previously, at least I think it's the same. Kind of hope it's the same. Looks a bit the same, somewhat the same, yeah. So that headed west, straight west. I'm gonna presume they had the basic materials or the basic understanding to build a shelter like so many others have done. Oh. Wait. This is new. Who would have known that sometimes you just need to fuck around and find out? Wow. Yeah, this is new. I haven't been here before. Maybe this is the waterfall they were referring to in the game. Oh my. Terra token. Yeah, that's kind of the trading currency in this game. Terra tokens. Tokens. Wow. Now I wish I brought my teleporter. Alright, let's just have a look around the upper perimeter before we go down into what I can only presume is some kind of horrible death. That's not a box. Now I wish I brought my teleporter, but hey, now I know that to afterwards that I have to go back, get my teleporter and get out of here. Because this is apparently a very interesting area. It's a new! Also, camera bend a bit because I actually want to sit comfortable. Thank you very much, game. Thank you very much for cooperating with me. Question is, should I just go back? Yeah, well, I have like half a box worth of inventory space left. The sound is a bit missing, but hey, I guess it's a small indie company or something like that. I haven't looked into the developers at all. I haven't studied what else they have made and such at all. But what you have to remember is there was no waterfall here when those people got here. It was just a sand and plain desert world. A dune world, I guess you could call it. So how the hell all this worked, I don't know. Or why they decided to go here, I don't know. But hey, resources for me. Maybe there's a lore message around. Maybe they encountered relics of the warden or something. That would actually make sense. They met like the warden, or not the warden because they died a long time ago, presumably. But maybe found something, some traces of them. Cool. Yeah, it was nice and dry back then, so for all I know, there could actually be a shelter down here underneath. Because at that point it was just really a hole in the ground. Oh, will you look at that? Please and thank you. I don't have enough inventory space for this. I can help that. Wait. Oh, they fixed it! I actually now do have to worry about O2 when I'm underwater. Oh, that's cool. Good job, game. You fixed it. Well, now I know I need to come back here, but not right now, perhaps. Kind of completely went off to do something else. Just have to be careful with the rocks. We seem to be capable of going straight through them. Wait. We have algae at the bottom of the water. Huh. And these aren't my algae. That's kind of the thing that's catching me off guard. Whoa. That's not Tell you what. I'm gonna go back to my base. I'm gonna bring my teleporter here. I'm gonna bring 2 oxygen tanks. And then we'll have a look at all this area, because there's like so much here. So we're going back to the teleporter, going home, bringing enough equipment for a shelter, going back out here, exploring this area, and then we can also look into the tokens, or the trade station, if there is a trade station or something else I need to do. And now we have another storm of some kind approaching. God damn it, Virgil. Oh, and it's actually hitting my vicinity. Let's just check out what it is. Oh, it's blue and it's glowy. Oh, Tiberium verifera. These frogs don't give a fuck. Those frogs couldn't give less of a shit about a meteor just crashing straight into them. Those are the most badass frogs I've ever seen. Go back, empty my inventory, bring enough equipment for a shelter and some oxygen bottles, break down the teleporter, and go into the abyss. Hope that this suit can actually take the high pressure and it doesn't just implode on me. I actually wonder if they truly went down there. I don't think they did. I think there's just gonna be a golden chest down there, because that would be kind of silly of them to go down there. Fertilizer egg. Yes. Wow! What? No. No. Wait a minute. I've walked in and out of here. What? Excuse me? What the f... Okay, my fish are still here. Wait. Did I move? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Yes. Yeah, I did move it upstairs. I just somehow totally forgot about it, that I moved it upstairs. Okay, fine. I was very concerned for a very long time all of a sudden. Yes. I was very confused for a very long time, and then I suddenly remembered how the world works. It doesn't. That's the answer. No match. Was it then? Was it fertilizer tier 2? No, it wasn't. How the f... What do you consist of? Was it mutagen tier 2? Perhaps. I don't think so, but hey. Hey, 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 hey. Could be. And it could also be fertilizer tier 1 now that we have it. It's not good that I hear that clicking noise, because that means the drones are registering them as empty. No? How the fuck do I make trees? Apparently I have forgotten all about it. Oh, it requires tree bark. How the fuck did I forget that? Yeah, I didn't even manage to look it up. I just suddenly remembered it requires tree bark. The definition of an idiot. Here I am. I guess. Somehow I managed to forget that. And then it's mutagen tier 1. There. I'm not totally an idiot, but it has been like over half a year since I made my last tree in this game. Or at least made a lot of trees. And now I almost... well, not drowned myself. Did the opposite of drowning myself. There we go. Very well organized. And let's have a look at the new message. From Riley. After months of hard work, I finally managed to find my way into the unlocking process and unlock the space trading rocket on your system. Usually terraformers are not able to use this, but it should help you. Chances of surviving are gently improved when by Sentinel almost never allowing it for planet crafters. I have no way to tell if you're still alive or not. Only could see each other again one day. So I have a space trading rocket. Is that what they're telling me? I'm gonna go out and have a look. I don't think I saw a space trading rocket. But maybe it's like a techno thing. Or it's like technology thing where I just have to sit around for it for long enough and have enough Terra index. Asteroid, magnet field, plant, GPS, satellite, GPS, map. So it's not here at least. Maybe it's somewhere, like I have to unlock it somewhere or something, or I have to build a station of some kind before it will appear. I could also use a couple of tree spreaders now I'm at it. Because clearly I have at least 2 plants. Oh! Space trading rocket! As opposed to the regular rocket. Well, now we know that, but now we already have like 3 things to do. Build 2 tree spreaders once this is done at least. What does a tree spreader require? Tier 3, of course. 2 super alloy, 2 bacteria, 2 tree thingies, 4 fertilizers, and then 2 pieces of bark. And tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna build them right here in front of my base. I'm gonna build them at the other end of my base. Wow. I totally forgot to build this on top of the laboratory. Or laboratory. Then we go here. Build my tree spreaders. I built them on top of here. Actually, I built them all the way over here. This one, right here. Not that it truly makes a difference, but hey, trees are like the biggest contributors to this, to the terraforming index. Here we go. And they're nice and far away from my base, so they won't ever become a problem for me. They will never be in my way. Then we break down... Excuse you for spawning out of nowhere. Then we break down the teleporter here. No, actually we go back because I forgot something. I forgot to make equipment for a shelter. Stuff for a shelter. And better yet than a shelter, I'm gonna make a solar panel so I can easily find it. Yes. Alright, now I can build a shelter. Out there, in the wild. And then I bring the teleporter with me. Should I actually bring the resources to build another teleporter? I might do that in the future, but for now, no. Gonna break this one down. They actually aren't that expensive even if I wanted to. Gonna fly over there, gonna build the shelter. Well, gonna set up the solar panel at the entrance so it's easy to find. Gonna build myself a shelter somewhere down the canyon. Or down the hole. And then gonna set up the teleporter in there. Wow, this episode is actually dragging out already. I'm wasting way too much time on doing other things than actually progressing, but that's because there is so much new suddenly. Like, all I planned for was frogs and trading station. Frogs, now we had frogs, trading station, message from Riley, survivors, well, they're dead now, but they might have been at that point in time. We have all kinds of stuff going for us. It's all going my way, it seems. So much stuff. This game never fails to impress, it seems. It has some technical limitations, perhaps, but hey, it hasn't failed me yet. And somehow you fall faster when you use the jetpack than when if you just walk or run. Let's just put it right here. And then turn the panels that way. That way it's nice, big and visible from all directions, or from that place. We're gonna build the teleporter up here, but we're gonna build the shelter down there, because then if I don't need to go to that specific shelter or this specific area, then it's not as much of an effort as it could have been. Where the fuck is the teleporter? There it is. There we go. Yes, I'm very creative with my names. Now there's a bit of predicament because it's actually getting dark in the game, which is not ideal for exploring an area like this because visibility is key, but hey, we're in the Explorer branch. No, we're not. We're not exploring anything. We're terraforming. This is where the water begins, so this is where we built the shelter. I guess. Well, if we could. There we go. Don't mind the fact that it's freaking hovering over ground. Alright, we're gonna do the very scary thing of going into the water now. Planet is throwing a tantrum like always. This actually takes me kind of back because now I have to think about air supply as well. Didn't have to do that earlier. Good old days of actually being in danger. Well, I'm technically still in danger. It's raining a fucking meteor shower and the planet is having a tantrum the size of a toddler. Alright, we have our oxygen, so yeah. Actually, curious. How do plants grow here? Like, that doesn't... How can they grow here? Oh, that's a box. Wanna go a box? Gonna take the box. Almost anything in the box can be used. Actually, if I broke down this box, I could add it to my logistic network. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. And then let me just discard. And then when I go back to the shelter, I can just deploy it and hook it up to my logistic network and I'll be fine. I should actually do that first, because by then it will be empty by the time I get there, but oh well, let's go. This is deep. This is very deep. And there's a labyrinth down here. I should have thrown some kind of... Ooh. Oh my. Is there an underwater shelter in here? Or a shelter in here? Because you have to remember this was dry back then. Imagine if there was a fucking shark down here. That would be interesting. Ooh, an underwater. Fortunately, I have like 2 air tanks with me. There we go. Alright. That's not what I want to do, game. I won't survive. I won't let myself be taken by the cold and dusty planet. I will look everywhere. I will dug the deep. Find resources allowing me to get the hell off this planet. I need to find materials to craft a rocket and build a launch platform without multi. Everything takes so much time, but I have to prevail. I won't surrender. I won't surrender. Oh, I won't surrender. I won't survive is what I read it as, but... Well, it's been 10 years. Did he make it off the planet? I don't exactly see anyone else here. That was one of the fastest 6 minutes of my life. Well, back up we go then. Hang on. Technically, could I build a shelter down here? Is there air up here? It's not that critical if there isn't, but is there? I don't think there is. 2 air tanks just was not enough for this adventure, apparently. Oh, I can move fast underwater as well. Oh, and there's just hole. Well, this dry and sand planet now turned into a freaking watery grave. Why did he even build it like that? Why did he need it to be that high if he's going to be so far on the ground? And bacteria. Well, bacteria sample. Good, that's as good as it gets with the resources I have at hand. Because I only explored like a quarter of this canyon thing, this hole in the ground. Nothing of value. I'll take that. Steal your goddamn terminals. Can I open that? Is there actually a door there? No. Right. Is there anything beyond this point? There's a relic. Some ruins. From the wardens. The self should not exist. That's what we have been told since we are born. As one we live. We are wardens, are one united without individuals in a group. Does that concept of group can even exist if there's no entity? But when your own existence is threatened, when yourself can disappear, how does one be selfless? Is the urge to survival really incompatible with selflessness? Well, I mean, group mentality. Cannot pick these things up, come on. Come on. I won't bother to either, I don't have time to stick around for this, it's just Aussie. Well, I say just Aussie, I mean it just falls from the sky. Alright, some more lore. They apparently were a hive mind society, or had a hive mind society. Hive mind mentality. I'll have to go back very soon. There's a freaking underwater temple here. Wow, it's some kind of cool, but oxygen. Damn it. Please let there be air. There is. Wait, does this lead over to my other teleporter? I can't fly here, that's what makes me suspect it. We just keep on discovering new stuff, huh? I'm not very good at jumping, so stepping on rocks is apparently very dangerous here. Wow. Looks like another puzzle. Huh. Curious. Let's just inspect this area. We don't want an Indiana Jones thing happening where the entire thing collapses under our feet. At least not before we have a look around. You know, being good archaeologist doesn't mean disturb the entire world, it means look into your surroundings and understand them. Well, it's just a text. What the future will be for us. What is our destiny? We believe that we can survive and in our place build a new colony once again. As we already did long ago, we can do it again. To our sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, peers, and we are sorry. So, does this area, this messaging here, does this predate? Oh, ooh, yeah, I'll take that, thank you very much. And I'll definitely drink the non-poisonous water we have here. Does this entire area, does this predate the entire suicide cult mentality the wardens developed once we broke through or started to investigate their area? There's a floor underneath the floor. I don't like this area. It's scary. It's scary in that way. It's not done. You're not meant to step off the line. The floor is literally lava. Alright. We want to survive. Waiting for a certain death is not selflessness. It's suicidal. It is self-destructive. Some of us has chosen. What? Some of us have chosen to leave before the inevitable, leaving behind us to destruction, and beloved who thinks that fate is greater than choice. Alright, so there was a split mentality, or a political split mentality here. Some of them were the suicide squad, or had the suicidal mentality. And others decided, nah, fuck that, we want to live. So where are the third ones that just go for the cleansing path, where they just wanna destroy everything that isn't themselves? Because that's like the... Fuck me. That's like the three paths I can imagine. They either decide to flee for all eternity or have a mobile culture. They decide to destroy all their life, or they decide to destroy themselves to prevent destruction by foreign hands. There likely are all alternatives, but those are the ones I could think of. Also, where the hell is this? Well, also good to see that the wardens didn't just decide to commit suicide on large scale, at least not all of them. Question is whether or not there's more to this area. But actually my hunger bar is getting a bit low, so let's just get back underwater. We still need to explore the entire other area, and I don't have any more oxygen tanks. So we actually need to go back to my base, get some more oxygen tanks, maybe empty my deposits, and then take it from there. And now I know 2 is definitely not enough, because there's another path to go, but I am going to at least go back, get some oxygen, peek into the other path, and then we determine whether or not we will carry on. Right. I started playing this with 2 things in mind that we had to explore. We have encountered like 4 things of interest thus far. And it's kind of curious, he decided to build a shelter right next to the warrant. But he didn't decide to comment on them. Comment on their culture or anything. Curious almost. Just having a peek till like half the air supply is gone. There's a box. Okay, good thing we didn't go through the entire carfoggle. The struggle of going all the way back, because all there was here was a box. And somehow a larvae lives here. There might be more in the future, but for now there was just a box. Right. In that case, we can actually go back and look into the trader thing, and then we'll be at the end of it for today, I guess. We also do have more ore extracting I can build, but that's not really something that's interesting enough for me to bother doing it on screen. I'll just do that in between updates. Besides, it's not exactly like I need... well, it's not exactly like I need resources, if anything, on the contrary, really. Well, I actually need to build them, or build them with more extractors, but I need to build them in certain biomes to get all the things that I need. And I'm gonna leave this shelter here, because maybe I'll need it in the future. So... wait, there's one missing. Yeah, I'm missing one, god damn it. Wish I had known that earlier. Anyways, let's actually go up here and have a look at our frogs. Look at that thing. It's almost cute. Alright, this requires mutant tier 4. Oh, my arm. My arm just snapped off. It didn't just break, it snapped off. Oh, wait, I have to go down and put it in. That makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. Yes, I understand now. I understand basic frog. Yes. Look at him! Look at him go! That's a big one. Wow. And all sorts of food. Hooray! I guess. I want to build another one. I like these frogs. Frogs are good. Frogs good. Frogs really good. Thank you. And let's actually build it closer to the water then. Closer. Yeah, right next to the water. Here you go. Frogs. Boink, boink, boink. Ooh! Look at that. He has a tongue motion. Now it's not doing the quacking, sadly, but hey, you can't have everything. Let me actually let me just get a what is it? Common lava and some more water, because then I want to do it one more time, but this time I'll do the inferior ones I have. The inferior frogs I have somewhere. Not that one. Here we go. because they have a different color and such. Fertilizer. I need fertilizer. Fertilizer. Give me fertilizer. I need fertilizer. Give me fertilizer. I request fertilizer. Thank you. Don't you yet! Don't make noises in my ear holes. I don't approve of it. Common lava. I actually used all my lavas up, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't build that now because I used them on all of research parts. God damn it. Well, this one, then I need some silk. And then it says alpha, or it needs the alpha, the plankton alpha, but I'm pretty sure any alpha or any plankton will do. Let's try it out, and now it's night time again. Hooray! Ooh! Let's just take the alpha. Don't want to bother with anything else. So if I build it, like, say, over here, it will start generating stuff. It even generates oxygen somehow because fish are definitely capable of generating oxygen rather than using it. Let me actually just go in here and have a look at the stats. And we still need to do the goddamn trade station thingamajiggy. Alright. Animals. We're producing 10 kilos or kilograms of animals per minute or per second. That's pretty good, I would say. 10 kilos of animals per second, that's kind of a weird number. Then we're producing 4 kilos of insects. That's a lot of bugs, just saying. And then we're producing 37 kilograms, well, 38 kilograms of plant. Yes. Per second, every second. Wow, we're actually getting there. It's kind of some degree of cool. And this one, way, it's just sky high. Parts per million. We actually are all the way at, let's see now, parts per million. That means 1 out of a million. When you have 1,000, that's 1 out of 1,000. So we have 2 per miller. Oh, yeah. Percentages per miller. Yeah. 2 per miller of air concentration out there. We wouldn't be capable of breathing that at all. But it's good to see. We need like, we only need approximately 1,000 times that before we can breathe it. Wow. No. Yes. No. 100. 10. Yeah, 100 times that, and then we can actually breathe it on Earth. Alright, let's just have a look here. A lot of stuff got unlocked. Tier 3 extractor. It's not that useful, not right now. What about plants? The fish tank. Seed liama. What is a seed liama? I'm presuming that's just a plant I got available. I'm not gonna look into how to make it though, not now at least. Beehive tier 2 to raise honey and bee larvae. That might be useful, but that's a long way out in the future. Common larvae uses to incubate or create new species found. That's just more larvae. And these are just colors of the same thing. And these are far in the future. Wow, there's a lot of those though. Biomass tier, yeah. Wow. There are actually a lot of options here, but they are so far in the future that it's not either worth it right now, or it doesn't even matter at the moment. Well, so far in the future that it doesn't matter at all. Or they're just completely irrelevant, such as a freaking butterfly farm. Butterfly farm tier 2. Huh. Alright then. Let's just get back to what we were actually trying to do. We're looking for the trading station. Is this a building that I can build, or is it something else? I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, it was. It was a rocket. It was a rocket device. Yes. Now, where would be a smart place to build this? And how big is it? Not that... Ooh. Oh. Right here. I don't know how smart this actually was, but sure. Well, there comes like 3 achievements right after each other. Oh. Valuable items. I know what's valuable, at least for me. Trade values, terror tokens. I have a lot of those. Can I hook this one up to my logistic grid? I can. I mean, then what about iron? How valuable is iron? Trade items, total cost. If I put iron in it, how much would they give for iron? I'm just curious. I could also send these out. I have a lot of fabric. Let me actually just see. Am I not full on fabric? Didn't I actually have to build a second thing to get rid of all my fabric? Not just yet, but I will in the future. No, let's not do that. I could actually take a lot of rods, like this. No, that's too many. There we go. Yes. And then I made like 10 of these. Because unless I start doing some fundamental groundwork here, they're really just taking up space. And I'm gonna experiment if I can give it iron. Like, first send a rocket of iron and then send out there, because I am producing a lot of iron passively. So if I could just really just send off rockets with iron, that would be great. If that has value. So if I do this. Automatically launch when inventory is full. Don't do that, not yet. So if I do like this. Current inventory value. Damn it. It doesn't have value. Okay, iron doesn't have value, but I'm still going to launch it just because I want to get rid of it. Guess I can't do that because it takes up space, but I'm gonna send you some. It's a gift from me. Have some iron. I know it will absolutely cripple the hydrodynamics or the aerodynamics of this rocket, but hey, have some iron. Also, that's a very small rocket. Wow. Okay. Lunch! That's the most undramatic launch of a rocket I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't even have sound effects. One day they might solve that, but until then, we'll just be waving around. Was there an achievement for launching my first rocket into space? Ooh. Trade rocket returns in... They basically copied this feature here from Satisfactory. It seems. Cool. A little bit sad to some extent, but it's cool still. Still cool. There's a lot of iron here, wow. Here, have some more iron. Yeah, once again, I got all the achievement that is currently in the game, except for 2, but they are all about just getting more Terra currency, which I don't really have a use for. So, and the next things, they are just casually standing by while the game does its thing with all these things, so that's just going to take a long time and not really accomplish anything for me to just sit around and wait. I might casually play it on my own, but that's besides the point. So, it's been Necro and Cortex here, playing Planet Crafter. If you like what I saw much more, please subscribe to the channel, leave us a like, and or share it with your friends. Until next time, in whatever update they decide to make in the future, bye bye, and I'll see you guys around.